6'6", starting at guard, number 7, Jalen Brown. 6'9", at forward, number 25, Dan Issel. 6'7", starting at forward, number 22, Clyde Drexler. 6 foot even, starting at guard, number 3, Chris Paul. 7'2", at center, number 33, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Hi everyone, greetings from 2K Sports. Get ready for some NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines. So with Boozer on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. They've got Anthony Davis, Ginobili out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Wilkins, and it's Embry in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Spurs, we've got Paul. He's out there with Jalen Brown. Drexler out there with Abdul-Jabbar. And it's Issel in at the 4 spot. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Now here's Butler. And they double up Butler. Shot clock at 5. Misses the 3. Here's San Antonio now. Paul outside. Jacks up a 3. Anthony Davis grabs the miss.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
That's a 2 from Butler, and it's good off the back rim and in.
And the fireworks begin. Should be an amazing show tonight.
Yeah, and it's important to get that first score quickly and establish your game.
Now here's Paul. Off target from outside. Wilkins, the pass to Ginobili. To the right side. Outside Wilkins. Over Paul. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
Here's Embry. Butler passes to Embry. Pass to Ginobili. Davis setting the pick for Ginobili. And so the ball's out of bounds. Ginobili touched it left. San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Drexler passes to Paul. Wilkins pulls it in.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or 2.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots. Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to talk to his guys. And we know injuries derailed last season for the Bulls, Greg, but with an aging core, you wonder where they go from here.
I mean, the Bulls are kind of stuck in the middle of things as it now stands. Not quite good enough to make a run in the East, but not in a position where they need to start over.
See yourself on the screen and you show us your best move. Let's go. Oh, yeah.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. A nice shot by Brown.
Terrific finish there from Brown. He goes up strong and absorbs the contact.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Greg Popovich and I talked for a few minutes. Now, when asked about the game plan on Anthony Davis, Coach said, we have to do our best to keep him out of the paint. Now, that's where he's most effective. If he beats us with his jump shot, well, we can live with that. Interior defense will be put to the test. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Ginobili, and it's blocked by Brown.
Great positioning and timing by Brown, using his athleticism to come away with the rejection.
And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Butler feeling out a bit. Over Paul. And they double up Butler. Rebounded by the Spurs. Drexler high post. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
It's always a great sign for this offense when Brown is making plays for others.
Ginobili against Brown. Wilkins wide open, and he fires. Off target with his three. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
For Chicago, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Pass to Davis. Here's Embry. Wilkins in the post. Over Issa. And what a play. Just snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Paul kicks to Drexler. Fades and shoots. And another basket for San Antonio.
You don't see that too often, the fadeaway shot when he's wide open.
Outside Butler. The kick out to Wilkins. To the middle. Pocket 6. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. Drexler passes to Brown. Paul outside. Pass to Whistle. Back to Paul. And stolen by Butler. Loses his grip and clanks the alley-oop jam. Here's Issel. It's Brown on the wing. And Davis sends it back.
What a play by Davis. You think you can get it over me? Nuh-uh. Not on my watch.
Jimmy Butler. Assist from Dominique Wilkins.
For San Antonio, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Brown outside. Paul with the 3. Come on. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. On defense, Chicago. Brown outside. Drills the three-pointer. Brown's got 5 points so far.
Brown does a nice job of staying ready and making himself a weapon off the ball.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. Bulls trail by 3. Outside, Davis. Back to Butler. Pass to Davis. Over Abdul-Jabbar. And Davis with the basket on the assist by Butler.
And that's a shot Davis will make 10 out of 10 times. He's just so strong inside.
Brown dishes to Abdul-Jabbar. Now here's Paul. Abdul-Jabbar, a screen on Butler. Back to Abdul-Jabbar. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
At the line for your Spurs, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Shooting one.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Free throw drops for Abdul-Jabbar. The all-time leader in NBA wins, of course, the great Spurs coach, Greg Popovich. So, here is a guy who's a peer. What makes him so special, Stan?
Well, first of all, Greg Popovich is not a peer of mine, Kevin. I would never be that presumptuous. This guy is an absolute icon in the coaching world. I think from the outside, I think what makes him so special is he's never looked at himself that way. He's never rested on his laurels. He's a guy that's always evolving and trying to get better.
I love that assessment, but I do think you're his peer.
Not in any way.
And Stan, a positive for the Bulls over the last couple seasons. They've really done a good job of taking care of the ball.
Yeah, Kevin, that's been an emphasis for them. You don't want to beat yourself. So you look up and down the roster, it's a pretty disciplined group, but it's also the kind of thing that can change from year to year.
A highly talented two-way player. Butler is also known for his tough-nosed approach to the game.
Williams, he's checked in for the Bulls. And he makes both free throws.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Pass to Haywood. Abdul-Jabbar with it. Defended by Wilkins. The shot's good from Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got 7 points in the game.
And you just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
And it's Williams with the jam.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
One shot.
And that one falls for Williams. Here we are sizing up GA. Jalen Williams, and his shooting has got to be his biggest strength.
Absolutely. He's great at spacing the floor for his teammates with his catch and shoot abilities, but he's equally gifted shooting off the dribble.
Here's Westphal. 6 on the shot clock. Over Williams. Williams with the block. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Here's Davis. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Davis has got his second bucket. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Bulls.
Well, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitant.
And such a great job of being active and aggressive with their hands. They're just putting ball handlers on their heels.
Shot clock at 6. Here's the teardrop. Williams with the block. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's White. It's good from long range.
And I like Davis's decision-making. Fantastic. Always great at understanding when to move the ball.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Spurs trail by 4. Pass to Westfall.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Anthony Davis. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for your Spurs, Paul Westfall. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. So he gets them both. Here's White. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Greg Popovich is guiding a young Spurs team that's hoping to return this franchise to the dominance that saw 5 titles since 1999. Pop said the standards haven't changed. Be very direct, demand, be fair, and love them. They got to know you care about them. So it's all the same formula from 25 years ago to today. Kevin?
It's an interesting story, David. Thank you. And of course, as a Hall of Famer, you bringing that to us? Perfect. Westfall, after 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Williams kicks to Davis. Pass to Miller. Shoots it. A rebound by the Spurs. Abdul-Jabbar's got 7 rebounds in the game. Spurs passing it around. Paul passes to Haywood.
2 minutes.
Back to Paul. Abdul-Jabbar sets the bid for Paul. That one's off to a rough 0 for 6 start for him. It's Wilkins with the drive, and Davis gets it to go on the assist by Wilkins. Davis has got 6.
Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
White against Paul. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Over Davis. Abdul-Jabbar with the bucket. He's got 9.
And don't let the lean physique fool you. Kareem with the strength to finish through contact as well as anybody who's ever played.
And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Coming out on the floor, your Spurs Breakers.
Chicago making some changes. Boozer comes in for Anthony Davis, and Okongwu subbed in for Dominique Wilkins. Miller finds Okongwu. Screened by Boozer. Here's Williams, takes the 12-footer and hits. And the Bulls lead by 5.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Here's Chenier. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Down low. And the dunk by Abdul-Jabbar.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
On the wing, Miller. Dwyer covering. On the wing, Williams. 5 on the clock. shoots from 12. A baseline J. Boozer can't get it to go. Chenier, the pass to Westfall. Right side, Abdul-Jabbar. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. They get Carlos Boozer.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys.
At the line for one, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
One shot.
And it's tied up with that one. Just 4 seconds left in the first. From deep three-point territory. And so it's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar making things happen for the Spurs. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Spurs so far?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Yeah, well, the best way to get in the head of your opponent is through aggressive defense.
Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times, it's to ignite it.
So with Boozer on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Ginobili out there with Butler. Then it's Anthony Davis. Then it's Wilkins. And it's Embry in at the four-man position. Here's Ginobili following the score by Clyde Drexler. Ginobili dishes to Butler. Outside, Davis. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
And Davis sends it back. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And that is a huge block. Given how close this game is, a stop like that was right on point.
On defense, the Bulls. Drexler kicks to Paul. Brown outside. Bangs home the trifecta. Brown's got the lead up to 5 now for the Spurs.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the three, it really opens up this offense.
Ginobili the pass to Wilkins. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Drexler. And Butler sends it back. And they're able to recover. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Pass to Wilkins. Five to shoot. Count that one.
Dominique Wilkins.
So it's the Spurs now. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Here's Hissel. Brown feeling it out a bit. Got a piece of it. 6 to shoot. Here's Butler. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And the sheer muscle from Butler. I mean, a solid finisher, even when he gets hit.
San Antonio making a switch here. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Ball outside. Abdul-Jabbar sets the pick for Paul. Second shot opportunity. It's rebounded by Embry. Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. And out of bounds as the Spurs gain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And for the Spurs, they're shooting here about 46% for the game. Ball outside. Pass to Whistle. Brown against Ginobili. A nice shot by Brown. Brown's got 5 points in the quarter.
And look, Brown is good at capitalizing inside, which is why the defense has to push him further away.
Now here's Ginobili. Outside Butler. Pass to Davis. Here's Embry. 4 on the shot clock. Ginobili misses. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
The free throw drops for Drexler. Both free throws good from Drexler. Bulls trail by 4. And so Steve Kerr calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust.
It's time for we deserve a round of applause.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Ball against Butler. Pass to Davis. 6 on the shot clock. Over Abdul-Jabbar. And Davis can't get it to go. Spurs leading by 4. Now Brown. 10 points for him. Abdul-Jabbar. A screen on Davis. Here's Brown to the paint. Abdul-Jabbar. And Abdul-Jabbar throws it down.
Unstoppable tonight, as he is most nights. Jabbar has all the offensive tools, but it also keeps to a strict fitness regimen that allows him to wear people down. And really with the off-the-charts explosiveness, Davis just punishes opponents on those alley-oops.
Greg, as you were saying, beyond the blocks, what makes Anthony Davis special on defense is the way he navigates the floor.
Kevin, most bigs can get picked on in pick-and-roll action. Davis, though, too quick and smart to take advantage of. He can slip screens, hedge, switch, and recover like he's a 3-and-D wing.
Davis with a screen on Brown. Here's Ginobili, and that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
San Antonio leading by 4. Abdul-Jabbar outside. Pass to Whistle. Spurs passing it around. Ball looking over the floor. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 4 assists now tonight. Outside Wilkins. Now here's Butler. Ginobili with the three. Knocks down the three ball. Ginobili's got 5 points in the quarter.
A very reliable shooter. Once Ginobili has the ball, you know what he's going to do with it.
Brown outside. Abdul-Jabbar sets the pick for Brown. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Ginobili outside. Davis with a screen on Brown. Ginobili bounce pass. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And he'll get a head of steam when there's that much of a lane. You can't get in AD's way.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Drexler finds Paul. Back to Drexler. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar hits double team. Here's Paul. San Antonio again missing. Well, Chicago's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. No good from Ginobili.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Unloads, and it's sent back by Wilkins. Embry passes to Butler. Now Davis. Abdul-Jabbar covering. Davis down low, working on Abdul-Jabbar. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks?
Yeah.
Payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof. But look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security.
Here's Ginobili after Kareem Abdul-Jabbar scored. On the wing, Williams. McGuire covering. Williams dishes to Davis. It's stolen by Abdul-Jabbar. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Boozer, he's checked in for Davis. Brandon Miller comes in for Manu Ginobili. And it's wide in for Butler. Miller against Aguirre. Miller kicks to White. The three-pointer off the mark. San Antonio leading. Here's Aguirre. Pass to Haywood. Now here's Paul. White covering. Haywood with the ball. Inside. Here's Paul. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Paul's got his first bucket in this one.
And how about CP finding space around the rim?
Here's Miller, and they cash in right away with the quick shot.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
Here's Chenier. He's guarded by Williams. Poked away. Here's Paul, and it's good from the elbow. Paul's got his second basket of the night.
And in the mid-range, Paul, so dangerous. He has a lot of angles he likes in that area.
Miller outside. Shot clock at 6. Back to Boozer. Good. And Miller gets the assist.
With his build and touch, Boozer can be lethal inside. What a strong finish.
Pass to Chenier. Ball, a screen on Williams. Here's Chenier. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Wilkins outside. Miller outside. Boozer with the screen for Miller. Outside, White. Over Paul. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Here's Chenier. He's guarded by Williams. There's a minute 47 left in the first half. Ball finds Abdul-Jabbar. Here's Chenier. Buries it from three-point range. Chenier's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Here's White. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Chris Paul picks up that one.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
For Chicago, they have been perfect so far from the free throw line, 6 for 6.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
No good on that one. So both teams changing it up here. And he's good on the second. So it's the Spurs now. It's a three-point game. Pass to Westfall. Aguirre against Miller. And Okongwu gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
.115 left in the first half. Abdul-Jabbar, a screen on Williams, to the inside. Pocket 6, stolen by Boozer.
Well, that's what you want to do, but he didn't have the angle to get the pass in there.
Spurs leading by 3. Here's Chenier. Picked by Hayward. Tipped away. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Spurs shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
And so White will bring it up for Chicago, trailing by 4. Miller kicks to White. That's good. It's Miller with the assist. White's got 6 points.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
Pass to Westfall. 20 seconds left to play here in the half. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts. Williams with the ball. He's got 8. The kick out to Boozer. Now here's White. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. 8 points for him.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
And so it's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar making things happen for San Antonio. And of everything he's doing well, it's his scoring that you point to first. Already 22 points in this game. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Here with Greg Popovich. Pop, what did you see in the first half?
We had ball movement. You know, we weren't in mud. The guys were in attack mode. Nobody held the ball. You know, you pass, catch, or shoot. And we did that a lot in the first half.
Yeah, you had them swiveling, Coach. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Really an incredible game from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Well, he's already put in a full day's work. They might want to lighten the load on him in the second half.
They've got Jaylen Brown. Also Chris Paul out there. Abdul-Jabbar is out there with Drexler. And it's Issel in at the power forward position. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Ginobili outside. Butler, a screen on Brown. Ginobili kicks to Wilkins. Shot clock at 5. It's tipped. And they recover it. Ginobili gets the bucket. Ginobili's got it going here in the start of the second half. The first points in the third quarter for Chicago. Butler against Paul. That's tipped. Butler with the steal. For the lead. And Butler running the floor.
And this kind of shot defines who Butler is. Just a bulldog who embraces finishing against the tight cover.
It's Brown on the wing. He's covered by Ginobili. Shot clock at 6. 11 feet away. Here's Abdul-Jabbar, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
Pass to Embry. Here's Butler, defended by Paul. Kicks it out to Ginobili. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
And how about that lefty stroke there from Ginobili? It is a thing of beauty. He is dialed in from deep.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. Jaylen Brown has put it all together. He said, I'm figuring out my spots to be aggressive. That's in my DNA. But also showing how I've grown. Being a great screener, delivering passes on time and on target. That's important to being a great teammate. I'm focused on being a better basketball player. Kevin?
Yeah, and he's a smart one too, right, David? He is something else. Outstanding stuff, DA, as always.
And look at Paul's focus. He is completely locked in on his shot.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Chicago. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Well, the defense was giving him that one, but he made the shot more difficult than it needed to be. You got to play smart.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And Brown can score from anywhere, which is what makes him a big problem for the defense.
Brown against Ginobili. Here's Wilkins. And the Bulls with another miss. Spurs leading by 3. Here's Paul. And Davis sends it back. And they get it back. Back to Brown. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. And they double up Brown. A wide open look for Drexler. And it's off from three-point range. Here's Davis. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. 14 points for Anthony Davis.
And with all the different things he does, you expect AD to put up points every night. He's a lot to handle.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He wants to check in with his team and regroup.
On the court is yours.
And here is Paul. He's got 7. Abdul-Jabbar, a screen on Butler. Here's Paul. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Paul's got 9.
Yeah, what you like about Paul in the pick and roll, not just excellent timing with the pass, but the placement. It's always where it needs to be for the finish.
Now here's Ginobili. 12 points for him. For 3, Wilkins. That falls. Nice feed that time for Manu Ginobili. Ginobili's got his 3rd assist on the night. San Antonio's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. Paul with the ball, picked up by Ginobili. Here's Brown. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 4th rebound in this one. And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Bulls have gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the 3rd. Here's Embry. He's covered by Brown. Pass to Butler. Davis with a screen on Paul. Here's Butler. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals. 5 for 8 in the game.
And Butler, someone you got to stay with in that pick and roll. All he needs is a little space, and he is ready to fire.
Now here's Paul. 9 points in the game so far. And stolen by Butler. One-on-one fast break. It counts. And the foul. That's on Jaylen Brown. And guys, what do you think about the hustle sticks here for the Bulls?
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And also, you've got to mention the block shots. Playing hard on defense, not allowing shooters to get comfortable.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him. Right. Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Dan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
And the Spurs making a change here. Aguirre's checked in. Here's Embry. Aguirre covering. Ginobili outside. High post, Davis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on Clyde Drexler.
And really one of the most challenging covers in our game. Davis, hard to guard given how versatile he is.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis.
And one of the best big men in the game. Davis continuing to prove how dominant he is.
And both free throws good for Davis. Spurs trail by 7. Now, here's Drexler. He's got 6. Abdul-Jabbar passes to Issel. Kicks it out to Paul. Will it go? And the 3-ball is good. Paul's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for San Antonio. Chicago leading by 4. Now Butler. He's got 13. Pass to Ginobili. Down low. Here's Davis, and finished off by Davis.
And that unpredictable nature of Ginobili, it can be frustrating for the defense, especially when he's cutting them to pieces with his passing.
Now, here's Drexler. Outside, Aguirre. Abdul-Jabbar gets double teamed. 4 on the clock. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. Bucket is good. Hall's got 14 points for the game.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And we've got a timeout called by Steve Kerr. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Both teams deciding to change it up. Miller kicks to Williams. And stolen by Aguirre. Over to the wing. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And Kareem throws it down.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
Outside Williams. To the middle. Anthony Davis, too much size.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Here's Chenier. Light covering. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Chenier. And it's sent back by White. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
The Bulls leading by 4. Outside Williams. White down low, and he converts the layup. White's got 10 points in the game.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Pass to Aguirre. Now Abdul-Jabbar. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Williams, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, it's nice to see your guys taking and making the shots as you design it, especially the shots you should make.
Here's Gugliotta. Nothing on the board. Pass to Chenier. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Clock at 4. And shot on the way. And they'll get another chance. Back to Aguirre. 6 on the shot clock. To the left side wing. Here's Chenier. Tries to save it. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Bulls leading by 8. Pass to Miller. And here is Williams. Here's Davis. 23 points in the game. 3 on the clock. 1:16 left in the third. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. To the paint, trying to end the drought. And Abdul-Jabbar with the layup. Abdul-Jabbar's got 28 points for the game.
And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field. Davis sets a screen.
Here's White. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Spurs trail by 8. Here's Chenier. Inside, Abdul-Jabbar. And Kareem throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Now, here is Miller. The 3 from Davis. Rebound, San Antonio. Abdul-Jabbar's got 14 rebounds tonight. Going after. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Abdul-Jabbar, a screen on White. Chenier, the pass to Abdul-Jabbar, and it's in there. And now it's just a 4-point Chicago lead.
Able to get a layup out of that one. That's just soft defense there.
Here's Davis. Can't hit from 12. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Bulls lead by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. So with Williams on the bench, here's the group that Steve Kerr has on the floor. Butler out there with Ginobili. Then it's Wilkins. Then there's Carlos Boozer. And it's Embry in at the small forward. Ball finds Abdul-Jabbar.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Well, as a coach, turnovers will drive you nuts, but sometimes that happens when you're aggressive. So there's a balance.
You know, the way Butler handles himself in the paint, it really impressive. Just kind of out-muscles and outworks anything the defense throws at him.
Now here's Paul. Abdul-Jabbar in the corner. Stolen by Wilkins. It's Ginobili outside. Good, and the nice assist from Wilkins. Wilkins has got his 4th assist in this one. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Spurs. Pass to Whistle. Brown outside. Just 5 to shoot. Abdul-Jabbar on the wing. 3-pointer. No good. Shot missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The Bulls leading by 7. To the paint, deflects the pass. Paul with the steal. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession.
Chicago ball.
Davis is checked in for Carlos Boozer.
4 for the Bulls. Number 3, Anthony Davis.
So it's Chicago now. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. Davis with a screen on Paul. Outside, Davis. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. Ball against Butler. Abdul-Jabbar, a screen on Butler. Trying to get something going.
And that's like clockwork. Paul's so good at reading the defense off that pick and roll. Great timing on the dish.
Bulls have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Wilkins, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
All the officials are all over that.
First team foul. At the line for the Bulls.
First one falls for.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier. You can tell Dominique Wilkins just has that extra edge to his game. He's always hunting down his next bucket and willing to fight to get it.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And there it is for him. Abdul-Jabbar's got 38 points.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Paul's shot is off. The Bulls leading by 6. The crossover. Butler kicks to Ginobili. Rebound by Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Brown finds Paul. And here's Drexler outside. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Paul against Butler. And they double up Butler. Pass to Embry. Now Davis. A bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more.
Defensive foul.
It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
The foul couldn't hold Davis down. His scoring ability is just that strong.
At the line for the Bulls, Anthony Davis. One shot.
One shot.
Spurs trail by 6. Paul outside. Pass to Whistle. Brown outside. 6 to shoot. Here's Issel from past the arc. Rebound by the Bulls. Davis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Now here's Ginobili. Outside, Davis. Here's Embry. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. And now an 8-point Chicago lead. And so it's Paul bringing it up for San Antonio. Outside, Drexler. Abdul-Jabbar sets the pick for Paul. And Davis sends it back. And now the fast break, Ginobili with the ball.
And Ginobili is just fearless. He isn't concerned about getting fouled on the way up.
That free throw, no good. The Bulls making a switch here. White's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Paul with the ball. Clyde Drexler on the wing. Pass to Whistle. Pocket 6. The 3. It's rebounded by Embry. Embry's got his 6th rebound on the night. And Paul over to help. And White kicks to Davis. Here's Embry. Outside, White. The 3. The offensive rebound. Embry passes to Davis. Another shot, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Oh, and the pump had the D jumping on that one. Davis just too good.
Jalen Williams is checked in for the Bulls. Jimmy Butler comes in for White, and both free throws good for Davis.
And he's been rock solid at the free throw line tonight. A little bit of an unexpected bonus for them.
Ball against Butler. Looking to end the run, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Hey, Jaylen Brown is a strong dude. He takes the hit and completes the play.
Team foul. At the line for San Antonio, Jaylen Brown. One shot.
That free throw good from Brown. And here is Butler. Outside, Davis. Pass to Williams. Butler on the way. Loads it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Ball against Butler. Ball outside. Abdul-Jabbar, a screen on Butler. Paul can't get it to go.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Wilkins, and it's Wilkins finishing it off.
And he just possesses that ability to wow the crowd every time he steps on the hard wood. They don't call him the human highlight for nothing.
Now here's Brown. And Drexler has it in the corner. Abdul-Jabbar sets the pick for Paul. Over Butler. A second chance effort. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Abdul-Jabbar. Paul against Butler. On the wing, Williams. Floats one. A rebound by the Spurs. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Pass to Whistle. Spurs passing it around. Kicks it out to Paul. Brown outside. Fires the three. That will fall for his 7th bucket. 7 for 15 in this game.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Davis with a screen on Brown. Pass to Davis. Williams against Brown. It's Williams, high post. Some solid defense from Brown. Spurs trail by 7. Paul outside. Drexler outside. Butler against Paul. Pass to Whistle. Lets it go with a 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
Haywood's checked in for the Spurs. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Hey, guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet. Are you? You've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Paul. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. And stolen by Butler.
How about the strength inside there from Butler? Just excellent at finding ways to get the D to foul him down low.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Jimmy Butler, 2 shots.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Brown dishes to Paul. There's a minute 47 left in the 4th quarter. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Over Davis. And another basket for San Antonio.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Butler against Paul. Abdul-Jabbar with the steal. And Drexler has it in the corner. Back to Paul. Drexler kicks to Hayward. Pass to Brown. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That one on Williams.
Tricky move by Brown inside, making sure he gets the whistle and completes his motion.
Both shots good from the stripe.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
Wilkins the screen. Butler on the way. To Embry. inside Williams. And the Bulls with another miss. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Ball outside. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possession.
And they double up. Pass to Wilkins. Shot clock at 6. Chicago needs to get a shot off. For 3, Williams. Rebounded by the Spurs. Drexler finds Paul. To the inside. It's stolen by Davis. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
Had to foul on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Yeah, at this point, they're going to have to go for the 3 and try to force OT.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. And wants their best move at this point.
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the 3-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested 3. Never an easy shot.
Second personal foul.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaking. And he does get the second one. And that gives them a 4-point cushion. San Antonio calls timeout. Guys, your thoughts?
And I don't think they'll be able to climb out of this hole.
Well, I've been in this spot more times than I'd like to admit. All you can do is tell your guys to hold their heads up and finish strong.
Paul with the 3, no good. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much. Here with Anthony Davis. AD, what sparked the run down the stretch?
Defense. We gave them too many points in that first half. We came out in the second half and just defended. Able to finally make some shots, and we just grinded. Guys made big-time plays on the defensive end, and we were able to come out with a win.
Thanks for your time, man. Appreciate it. Back to you.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now we present the player of the game, Anthony Davis.